Hello everybody and welcome back to the Roman Reclamation campaign. I am Camp Christo and thank you ever so much for joining me. I'm very sorry, this campaign took a 2-day, 1.5 day, something like that, hiatus. Sorry about that. I really thought I had way more backlog. I'm moving house right now, so it's all a little bit hectic. But it may be fairly late at night, but Rome beckons. Conquest, reconquest in this case, beckons to us, so we must continue our merry conquering ways. As you may or may not recall, the previous episode ended, unfortunately, in a crash. So we are back a little way. We have no longer... we were at 40% war score. We're back down to 0, but that's okay. As I said in the previous episode, Bohemia and a couple of Italian minor states won't be any problem. I really liked a comment I got on the last video saying, when I said, oh, Bohemia's going to join, well, that won't really matter, saying, Christo gives no shits. And indeed, you know, I try not to swear too much on here, but about the power of Bohemia right now, I do give no shits. I just really liked how that was phrased. People were questioning my decision to move the trade capital, and yes, you're absolutely right. We moved the capital about 10 years early. We are now making much more money here than we were when it was over here, but I moved it very slightly early. Forgive me. The moving it, I partly moved it because, above all else, know thyself, and I do know myself, and by moving it over here, it would force me to do the thing that I should be doing anyway, which is hardline prioritizing Tyrrhenian Sea trade control. Anyway, all that wonderful preamble over and done with, let's get back into the glorious reconquest. So obviously we're going to win a whole bunch of coalitions, or a whole bunch of battles. My brain goes to mush when I see the coalition pop up, apparently, and lots of people leaving coalitions because they're terrified about our glorious military. So we've got some Sunni fanatics going to rise up probably over here. Yeah, oh, look at that, Orthodox already spreading down here to Tripoli. Our conversion rate is out of control. We have a loan? What are you doing, Christo? Previous me was not doing very well. I had a loan when I could have just taken money off the burghers. Let's do that. Anyway, we have hordes, quite influential right now. I don't think we're going to mess with them. Sorry, not quite influential, quite loyal. I think we'll just let them continue to settle. There's tribal lands over here, I believe. Yeah, I want to get these guys to settle. Because North Africa, you know, by this point in history, not the breadbasket of Rome that it once was, but you know, relatively fertile over here in Tunis, so that should be good. We are wanting to take wanting to take these two provinces at least in this war, remembering that the Papal States is a secondary participant, so we're going to get some extra aggressive expansion, but we do want those free cores from the completion of this mission, that I do recall. Fantastic. In case you're not aware, this part of Italy was controlled by the Byzantines before, not when they were Rome, before the split, but actually as the Byzantine Empire, lots of this area was under Byzantine control, and this area here I think was one of the last areas they actually lost, with the exception of some of these most southern areas. I'm very hopeful that it won't crash again. I don't know what caused the previous crash, so it might be something that we can't avoid, which would be horrendous, of course, but with any luck, that will not be the case. But fear not, I am at this point in love with this series, so if it had a game-breaking bug, I'd probably do it again. I'd get back to where we were, probably on stream. People were saying don't wait on the coring, because the financial cost of having the overextension, I disagree. It's currently costing us 78 ducats per year. That's less than half. In fact, it's almost... It's approaching a third. It's about 40% of our monthly income. Who cares? I should have read those other events. They might be different in the mod. In vanilla, they really don't matter much. Who cares? 78 ducats a year? Come on. It's well worth saving a bunch of getting all this done earlier. You know, getting more missionary strength, getting the unrest, getting the tolerance, getting the production efficiency. That's huge. Production efficiency is great as well because the earlier you get it, the earlier you upgrade. Oh, please don't crash, thank you. Oh, hey, did we have a Continental Art Center here before? Yeah, we did, right? Yeah, we did. Anyway, the earlier you get your major centers of production stuff to upgrade, and the earlier you get skill spreading. So it's really important to focus that early. We do have a local art center down here now in Athens. That's good. I believe I was working towards something here, as you might expect. I've totally forgotten what I was trying to do. It's been a little while. It's only been about a week, but it's been a busy week. What was I doing? Where do we need another art centre? We could do the Continental Art Centre about here. to help institutions spread like here, here, and here, like the 3 major population centers of our empire. People were saying rush Baghdad. Baghdad has a local administration. It does! Thank you, kind commenter who pointed this out to me. I did not know this. Intriguing. In that case, I think we will reclaim the Mesopotamian area. The land between the rivers. I believe that's what Mesopotamia literally means. Between the rivers. Between the Euphrates? One of those is the Euphrates. Don't remember what the other one is. I think I've already asked this in an episode and someone answered me in the comments. I'm sorry. I've forgotten your answer. I'm going to win one more of these sieges. Then we're going to have to deal with these guys. Oh, we have these guys spare, of course. I forgot. No, you can't leave. I'm definitely going to do that. I'm going to ask the devs. Music's a bit quiet. I'm going to ask the devs about the Jews want to leave to go to Jerusalem, like the Zionism event chain. Because I don't know what, if any, effects it really has. Oh, God. Plague comes. Well, from whence does it come? Oh, hey. Brace yourselves, boys and girls. And those of you who have yet to make up your minds. Close the ports. Burghers understand. Restrict trade. Trade to plague doctors. Absolutely. We're going to go straight up to tier 2. Sanitation measures and plague doctors. We are going to take out a loan. I haven't got money I can request from anyone right now. Well, actually... Okay, here we go. Roll the dice. We win the siege. Then we peace out. Okay. It appears in Venezia. Okay. It, what, immediately spread to Venezia as well? Or it spawned in 2 locations? Must have spawned in 2 locations. We shut the ports. So, people were saying, don't do such harsh quarantine. Disagree. If it started in Constantinople, I might not quarantine. But for here, I'm going to quarantine. You know, it's a big city, but preventing the spread to somewhere, to all of these places nearby, is just so important. I'm going to kill anyone that leaves Venice. Oh, there's a famine going on right now in this, the general Austro-Hungarian-Polish region. We didn't win the siege, that's unfortunate. I was very hopeful that we could peace out the Pope, take money off them. Wow, that was a lot of prestige for one conversion. So that we didn't have to take out a loan. Got a free core, that's lovely. What we like to see. Let's keep chasing them around here. There goes the loan. Oh, I should have checked if there was money in the construction fund. Oh, Resurrect the Roman Empire has popped up in our decisions list. Was that there before? Maybe it was. This is great. It gives you a free core in Italy, Iberia, and France. Which is pretty horrendously powerful. I've already talked about this, but there's a claim... there's a theory that means you should try and take over this whole area and then click the button to core it all for free. I don't agree. We have plenty of time to recover the historical borders. I was concerned early game that we weren't blobbing fast enough. I think it's safe to say we got this. So I don't mind spending extra points doing a bunch of coring. Trying to hold this whole area without any of it being cored would be ludicrous. We might want to do like... we take over all of France and then we do one massive push for Iberia, but it'll be inefficient on the trade perspective. Maybe we do it the other way around. Yeah, that could work. What we do is we don't take over much of France, just the necessary trade region, and then we take over all of Iberia, and then we do a huge push for France, and then once we've got all of France, we can resurrect the empire. The colour and flag for the Roman Empire suck, so I will change them when we get to that point. Don't worry. We're not going to live with the rubbish in-game colour and flag. And devs, if there's any of you listening, which you may not be, I'll come and pest you about it, even if you're not. Change the Rome flag, because it sucks. Let's kill the guys in Venice. Bring reinforcements up. So, wildly off topic, but part of the reason this is late is because I've been playing some EVE Online recently, which is a fantastic game, which is far too good for me. But I'm really enjoying it. If any of you happen to play EVE and want to come and play with me, leave a comment, join the Discord. I'd be more than happy to play with people. Can we catch them? We can't catch them. We don't really need to. So, how badly is this going to screw me, excuse my language, if we do this? Not that bad. Not that bad at all. We can take that coalition. Yeah, Austria, Bohemia, Milan, Hungary. Come at me, frankly. Do I want to take this as well? It's excess, because we don't have a CB for it, and these guys are separate coalition members, it's just taking excess aggressive expansion. Still, it's not much, but I think we should be more efficient than that. cash to help pay off our loan seems seems nice. Let's finish this siege. Yeah. Give me a level 3 fort. Give me a couple of occupations against these guys so I can take their money. Sunni fanatics. All right. Well, oops, sorry, the music's a little bit loud. I hope you could still hear me. I don't like this song, not because it's not a good song, but because it has words, which makes it not optimal for YouTube consumption. Or rather, for the consumption of contemporaneous YouTube. I don't know why I overcomplicate things for myself. New tech. Diplotech. Put me ahead of time if I take this? Yes. Well, then we'll take it. I hope I wasn't saving dip points for anything. Don't think I was. Okay. Metalwork specializes. Wait, metalwork? That's not what we wanted. If you've never heard of EVE Online, by the way, and are considering getting into it, try it. It's free. It's a fantastic online space game. But I won't talk about it too much because I know that that's not what you're here to listen to. I'll let them create whatever they want, and then I'm going to immediately change urban good twice. There we go. So we can make it what we want. Are there any other of those that I... maybe I did it and then it crashed, so it didn't stay done. Okay, so the plague's spreading. It's immediately going down to mild. This place obviously took a sizable hit. Not actually the worst. Looks like our plague doctors stuff paid off pretty well. If you're not familiar with the way the code works, the plague doctors event gives you a random amount of decrease, ranging from, well, on the second tier it can't be 0, at least it's 10% reduction. But from 10% all the way up to a colossal, like a stupendously huge reduction in the amount of damage the plague does. So I'm guessing we got a pretty good tick of that dice roll. Give me a Cav Siege here, would you? He's going to rise up time, is he? No, good. Their war exhaustion is probably pretty high, so... Oops, and the wrong guy's over. Stay there, the Cav, the ones I want to go over. So you guys been enjoying E3? Some cool announcements. Fallout 76, 76. Looks good, even though it's, you know, not what most people would want. Oh, hello, Bohemia. That's a problem. Might lose that. We took a terrain penalty. Please at least before my guys get there. Oh, at least we didn't take an extra fight without really needing to. If they go in between and then face one of us, we'll absolutely crush them. Unfortunately, we lost that Cav, but that's okay. I'll just train up some more. Right there. Local training from our nice plague-ridden city. Oof, Venice took a pretty nasty hit. It's 6,000? 6 urban pop, rather. So 60,000 people, I think, died in that quarantine. But the quarantine, I think, works globally. So the damage was done in Venice to save the homeland, which I think is well worth it. Venice is not, by any means, an important centre in our country. So, just waiting for a couple more sieges to tick here. May not be worth it, but hey, you know, we're getting army experience. I keep saying army experience. We're getting army tradition out of it. So, People States occupied Livorno. Pardon me? Where's that? I don't see an occupied province. Am I crazy? Where's Livorno? I should know this, of course. Livorno? That does not look hatched to me. Is that the hatch right there? Anyway, it's a no fort province, doesn't matter. Plague appears in Athens. Pass over, please. No, another severe plague spawned down here. Darn. I wonder where that spread that's from. A centre of trade. Centre of trades! Yeah. Caravans from distant lands. But we closed the freaking trades. I guess it just lowers the odds. Athens is not a huge city. We'll kill anyone. Oh, big hit. Big hit. But if we can save all the surrounding area, I think it's worth it. Hasn't yet spread to Egypt. We may see some problems when it spreads to there. You guys in sync? Not quite, so I'll merge the armies. Should be okay. Outnumbered down here, because we've got good composition and good general. And the morale advantage, of course. Sieges. Oh, God. Freaking indecisive siege. Slaves should know their place, naturally. Okay, so that should be enough to piece you out. 2 ore score. Pardon me. Alright, I guess we will finish sieging down their capital then. Let's deploy these men. I can't get through Milan, unfortunately. Alright, well. We'll find a way around that. bring up the transport fleets, and we will deploy these men to just stop these guys causing trouble in central Italy. If I annex this, the Papal State's going to cease to exist, and I'm going to get their vassals. Nowhere near the force heretics to repent about. There's a whole bunch of people. I think a mass conversion to Protestant would be my guess. Protestant and Reformed from Orthodox, probably. If we get them as vassals, that's okay. We've got plenty of Diplo slots. We'll just wait 5 years, or however long the truce is, which will be in this case probably about 11 years. If I had to guess, and then we can cancel the vassalage. That'll be fine. We'll lose some prestige. I mean, it's not a problem. Are we going to bother to finish this siege while these guys cause damage in central Italy? The answer is no. It's not a sensible way to spend time. Papal States, we could separate piece you out. Let's see if it causes more or less or the same. Okay, it's the same amount of aggressive expansion. I will separate piece you out. I can steal some money. Boom. Peace deal. Thank you. Of course, we'll hand it over to Orthodox priests, and we did indeed get these 2 puppets raising up here. You want to go there. And now, Provence. Do I want to go siege down Bohemia? Not really much point, is there? Let's piece them out. Whether we take this province, there we go. Free cause. Beautiful. New mission. No missions are going to go as free cause. So essentially, that means cycle until we get a free core mission. You're going to fight someone here? They're fighting my rebels for me. Very nice of you, Bohemia. It's much appreciated. Islam in decline. So, someone was talking about the fact that you don't get Christianity in decline events. And they weren't, actually. They were talking about you don't get Sikhism in decline. Not Sikhism. Shiaism. Shiitism. Shiitism? Whatever. One of the two. Decline events adds Granada. So we won't get Catholicism in decline events because we are Christian. I forgot about this. But that's okay. We can just convert the Catholic lands. But it means we don't need to worry as much about having fully integral borders. Integral borders? That's not the right word. Borders possessing of integrity. I don't know if that works at all. You've won against these guys. It's split up. Get in position. You can go back up to... which is this one? Antioch, that's right. I do like the dynamic historical names. It's quite cool, but if it doesn't confuse me. I would like... Would I like this province? 17 rest expansion. I'm not seeing any new names on this list, though. No one that matters. So I think I will. It's in the trade node. Gotta beeline that trade node. It's 1% of the money there, man. 1% increase in cash here. It's going to be a... 1% increase is going to be like a 1.25% increase in our amount of trade power. 75 goes up 1. 75 is 75% of 100. Let's not do the maths. It's something like that anyway. So obviously the next target is Milan. You're welcome, by the way, Europe, for me curtailing this plague and making sure it didn't spread too much. No freaking gratitude in these guys. You should really just submit to me because of my good hygiene. That's what I think. Yes. Roman imperialism against the Papal States. Ah, so who released the Papal State then? France did. So there they are. Still existing. They've forgiven me for my previous misdeeds. They do still want our provinces, but there they are. France released them. This is going to cause some problems within Catholicism. Other countries will think France has too much control over the Pope, and of course they do. So this may cause some loss of moral authority for the Pope. It will cause, in fact, some loss of moral authority for the Pope. If you're not aware, the Pope has a kind of an influence or a score modifier, which tells you how influential he is within the I guess within the Christian Church, really. I was going to say within the Catholic Church, but really it's within the Christian Church, because as the Catholic Church shrinks, his score goes down, and the weaker his score, the Pope, I think, gets debuffs when he has a low score, but more importantly and more influentially, the papal controller gets substantially smaller benefits from being as such. Being such, that is to say. I'm tired, alright? I just need to record a couple of these so I don't have too many days without this series. I know many of you love this series, and it's very gratifying to see that many of you love this series, but it does mean I feel extra pressure, not that I'm complaining, to keep it going, keep it coming at you. Let's let these guys hang out in Naples. Poor uniforms, won't be a problem. There we go. Just in time, that extra cav recruiting up. Wrong army to merge it with. Easily fixed. And those guys can come and be... Sure, go hang out in the wonderful capital. So Cassia is a long-standing vassal, aren't they? Provence, you can't peace out until you're prepared to roll over. Give me all your cash and your land. Can I peace you out now? Yeah, definitely. Give me your cash. It's not a huge amount, but we can force religion. Ooh, we actually can't. Whoa, 0. We'll wait 1 month, that's fine. The Chacaldi speech. Yes, always no excuse to drop out of school. Manpower is... It's not an issue, especially because of all our aggressive policing. Desperately trying to work on that stability. It's the lesser noble privileges that are worrying me right now. Not too bad, actually. I would like to maybe lower these by 1 tick each. These are, if you don't know, that's stage 2. Stage 3? I think it's stage 2 of the burger tax and manpower privileges. And I think the autonomy is stage 2 as well. It goes 5, 10. Is there a higher than 10? I'm not convinced that there is, actually. Okay, let's get this Barona peace deal done. Now it's -2. Okay, how about if we just take less money off you? Yeah, that's fine. You can go. They're a little inconvenient. I'll send these guys north. You guys really are taking a while to repair that ship, aren't you? Should really have sent them to a dockyard to get the repairs done, but oh well. What's done is done, as they say. You can go hang out in Peru, so that's fine. I think we should get some more transport fleets. Of course, we've got to pay this loan first. Provence will be helping with that, whether they know it yet or not. Okay, glorious, spreading nicely across the map. People have been asking, will we see the Roman flag flying over the New World? If Castile and Portugal, France, maybe England, want to donate some new land over across in the what we'll call New Rome, then yeah, we'll take it from them. But I'm not going to do any colonizing myself in this game. That's what the Granada series is for. If you want to see colonization, go check out the Granada campaign. Now, we have 1 more year before we get a 100% peace deal, and they are forced to take whatever we want, so I think we will just wait for that. I'm very pleased to have picked up that Improved Relations Advisor. That will see our aggressive expansion decline substantially more quickly than we would otherwise. Our heat map is, well, it's not worrying. Let's put it that way. Well, we'll finish off this final peace deal in the next episode. Until then, thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope to see you again very soon. Please do like the episode if you liked it. Helps out a great deal. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.